Viewers, they say a dog is a man's best friend, and I can say for sure that it is a fact. In Jamaica and China, they treat dogs cruelly, with the exception that in China, they're a part of the protein food chain. Viewers, take a look at this video.
Yo, people wicked, man. Somebody come right us and dump the puppy them, watch out. Dump them, watch out. Watch out. Why you gotta dump them a young puppy here, so? Watch out. Watch out. Ah, man, people can't wicked, so. I wonder if I white now. I'm not the carry. Somebody go live on them and then just dump them so them are dead, you know. Ah, man, people wicked, man. Look how you puppy them nice and loving. That's it. Ah, man, I never know some people could have so wicked for that shit little puppy them. Watch out. That's it. Hungry? Hungry, man. If nobody want them, just link me ass. And I can show you this spot. Because wickedness.
Aren't they a litter of cute little pups? You know, some children would appreciate getting one or two of them to have as a pet, especially with the Christmas season approaching. And seriously speaking, viewers, we dog lovers need to advocate for stricter penalties to be put in law for the cruelty to dogs and in general animals. Viewers, donkeys are mainly used to carry loads, and that was a practice from ancient days, as far back as before Jesus Christ walked the earth. But do you know donkeys like to be pampered? Take a look at this.
All right, people, look at what's going on right now. See Carly Donkey. Look what going on there, so. People are first to see this in history. First to see this in history. Uncle Cruz, watch out. Jesus Christ. People, watch out. Uncle Cruz, people, want to work with him. In Ghana, lead. One Uncle Cruz. See the people. Don't catch him brawling. Oh, God. Uncle Cruz gone again. Let go cup. If I give him the kind of fidget, he want more. He want more. He want more to the rest. Uncle Cruz, let the people them see. Cruz, let the people them see. You hold the cup. Oh, my God. Jesus Christ, God. What Uncle Cruz?
Wagwan, my viewers. Pleasant good morning to you all. This is Mekwicha channel, and as always, give this video a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so, and don't be afraid to leave your thoughts in the comment section.
Hear it. So when a can bully nobody over here and tell them say where them not yourself and where them for blood clots saying this pussy clots, yeah. You hear that? Only can't bully no blood clot body over here and tell nobody where them for pussy clots and tell them when who if them not say who for king and who nothing. None of them can bully me, period. None of them can bully me. Period. Me not stop earth up on the head. That's a killer, no? That's a killer, no? When I talk about him, me not stop this. I go and post. Me not say have him legacy already and can't take it. One one. Him for stop talk. Stop talk say my king of dancehall.
Fresh drop.
That's what I want. If I stop talk say my king of dancehall, well, I have news for him because him is the king of dancehall and it can't change. It cannot change. Him is who him is and it cannot change. Why everybody not go look something, go look at Tyke, go look something else time. Him is in a lot of trouble, making trouble people too much. On a love trouble people too much. Stop trouble people. Stop trouble the man. When if stop trouble the man and trouble the people, trouble the man too much is troublemaker. All I do is go around and make trouble on people. When it's troublemaker and don't want nobody to talk about themselves. Every time somebody talk about themselves when I have a
Viewers, that was Beanie Man's fiancé and future wife, Camille.
Camille, she forget about her son, when mother England, and she have a son, in England, and the man they are Mars there.
Viewers, Have you ever heard this saying? And I'm trying not to laugh. You pick till you pick SHIT. And viewers, I'm saying this in regards to Beanie Man and his fiancée getting publicly exposed by his fiancée's brother for abandoning her son at a special needs home in England to be in the limelight of following behind Beanie Man. This video clip was the initial video Camille's brother called her out on.
Camille, she forget about her son when mother England and she have a son in England and the man there Marsley here. Him name Gucci Lee. Him get his name off a Kakali here. Kakali. Yeah, Kakali. Him there Marsley. The man mad you fuck. My head a mad too. But be the man have this woman here with a picnic with mad. Yep. Oh, Camille, if you have our picnic. Lord, I made her hurt me. Well, if you have your picnic in a Marsley, and you walk by the Beanie Man and give you food. How you feel give you food? You feel sad.
Beanie Man and his fiancée Camille did a follow-up video to clarify the allegation her brother publicly made about her.
I'm going through.
And he was very disrespectful.
I still try to keep a firm. I mean, listen.
It's like,
There is so many, the thing is, I've always, I'm there for my son. This is my son I love, right? It's not something, this is my private, my personal affairs. It's not for me to be out in the public to disclose what the situation of my son. But people around me is aware my son is autistic, right? I've tried to do everything that could help. I'm not an expert, but I'm extremely, I try to learn to do, the best way I'm able to help my son. But I'm not an expert. Now, the best thing that could help him is to have him into the autism.
okay.
The autism, rehabilitate. This is where, the best thing we would have, actually agreed to for him to get better
Jamaican
treatment.
used the word clingy.
But this is not for my brother to come and disclose on
This is fucking this.
on the public. I mean,
and that's
people
the
around
thing,
me know my son is autistic. I'm there, I'm in and out. I'm not a person to disclose my personal affairs. I don't like these things. I honestly don't like these things. Even when I'm out on social media, I'm defending modes. I don't even bring myself onto social media like that, But my brother it seems he also needs support because he's mental. My brother is clearly needing support
I'm
too.
sick. I'm mad, man. Him mad. Him not
And I'm not my son. I mean, to all the persons that is going through that, that is as autistic family, that themselves. It's not something easy, right? But I don't need any sympathy from anybody. I'm not gonna go out there and say, oh, my son is autistic, and I go through, it every day. This is, it's been
We
for
take care of
years. He's like this.
Yeah.
And
We take care of family. We take care of everybody in our family. We
As
do
always.
what we always do. Take care of family. We don't need nobody to come talk about our family and say nothing about our family. I say nothing about the family because we not say nothing about it. Why do you feel like you are the man who is supposed to come say something? But you said the wrong thing. You said you mad. You disrespect. And we don't believe in that.
Viewers, then again, Camille's brother did another drastic video threatening Beanie Man and Camille and telling them he was going to stab them up, and he overemphasized that he didn't like Beanie Man.
So you believe no me I say? You got tab up Beanie Man. Me say so. Me go tap up in blood clot. So con a mother. Cause me no like what I do, brother. So if you dead, dead it will comes now. Dead! Dead! Beaniman a violate now. Violate. You make a reach to dead thing now. Come on and laugh up your thing and a ooh and a ha. That time if you come and I go tap up your bum buckler, me a tap man, me tap up people in a brother. And me a go tap you up in a brother. Cause me a like you in a Beaniman. So me a go tap you up, bro. And me a warn you. And me say come in, me a go tap her too. Me no like you no. And me see me mama, me a go tap her too. And me say boom boom, me a go tap her. Everybody, don't come near me, can't call you the whole hour now. No, come near me.
So, viewers, many people believe that the former king of the dancehall, Beaniman's fiancé, is coming from a family inheritance of being mentally challenged, which now begs to ask Beaniman this question. Beaniman, out of all the women you have in the world to choose from, this is what you wind up with?
I will be assigning the JDF with some of its engineering corps to assist in the restoration of roofs that can be restored. We're going to be pivoting very shortly from the delivery of relief aid, food packages and care packages and the like, and we're going to use the resources that we would normally use to deliver those, as I see a truck here from the JDF with a lot of relief packages in it. When I say we're going to pivot and transition, you will still see the JDF trucks, but instead of the food packages, what you will see is the building materials, because that is what we want them to be out there doing now, to move into the recovery stage of the disaster, to get your roofs back on.
Viewers, I know that you have seen it already on social media that recently the Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness visited the ingenious maroons of Accompong in St. Elizabeth to assess the extent of the damage left by Hurricane Melissa. As expected, the chief of the maroons was there to represent on behalf of the people. The Prime Minister has reassured Chief Curry that he will give the necessary help to rebuilding the historical community, which includes deploying the JDF to assist. But viewers, Chief Curry is hesitant of the soldiers' help and found it necessary to do a social media video to tell the Prime Minister that he didn't need the JDF in a compound, as he feels the people, in my words, will feel intimidated. Viewers, take a listen to Chief Curry.
Ashe. Honorable Prime Minister, Dr. Andrew Holness, on behalf of indigenous people of Accompong and the wider Maroon districts of Cockpit Country, I send sincere appreciation for your recent visit to our community and for the government of Jamaica's expression of support following the destruction caused by Hurricane Melissa. Your presence, accompanied by the several ministers of government, marked the first official visit of your administration to Accompong since my election in 2021, and it was warmly welcomed by our people. We remain grateful for the humanitarian gesture extended to the Accompong people and for your willingness to mobilize resources, particularly those of the JDF military, to assist with the recovery efforts. We also acknowledge your reference on international partners including Ethiopia, Ghana, and Rwanda, who have expressed readiness to assist in the island's rebuilding efforts. Honorable Prime Minister, following a deep, comprehensive internal review and a formal deliberation, the full Maroon Council has this time decided not to accept the offer on the militarization of the space during the recovery effort. The full Maroon Council instead has resolved to continue with the response, utilizing civilian resources from our joining communities and our partners, both locally and internationally, who have offered to the community their assistance in the recovery efforts. Instead, the Council would like to thank you for the offer and materials, and would accept the offer on those materials and equipment necessary to assist in those recovery efforts. We want to ensure, Mr. Prime Minister, that harmony and inclusiveness of our maroon human resources, of those here in Accompong and adjoining communities, are balanced to execute the infrastructural relief efforts across our maroon communities. This methodology aligns with our laws and cultural way of life. This decision is based also on the following considerations. 1. The established reconstruction partnerships and resources Accompong has secured through international donations, through technical sponsorships, and volunteer engineering assistance sufficient to address the rebuilding and development needs arising from the hurricane. These partnerships, coordinated through the Accompong Development Foundation, reflect years of relationship building, and they provide to us a structured, culturally and aligned framework for reconstruction across the Maroon territory. The second consideration was the protection of community well-being and trauma sensitivities. As you would have recognized, our community was significantly devastated, and many of our elders, some of the women as well as children, have endured profound emotional trauma. In the aftermath, the introduction of military personnel carrying assault rifles, as we would have seen just the other day, even in a humanitarian capacity, could exacerbate and distress and cause additional distress among residents of the community. The Council believes that reconstruction conducted through civilian and community-based teams is the most appropriate path for maintaining emotional security and cultural stability at this time. This, I'm sure, you can understand, Mr. Prime Minister. Our treaty obligations and governance. The third consideration would be the treaty obligations and governance responsibilities Accompong, as a treaty recognized indigenous polity under the 1738 treaty, bears the responsibility of in ensuring that the recovery operation within the territorial space are consistent with its laws, governance institutions, and cultural protocols. The Council has therefore determined that internal and partner-supported reconstruction efforts remain the most suitable avenue for the recovery from the damages that were sustained. This decision is not a rejection of cooperation, nor does it diminish the appreciation of the humanitarian intent behind your offer. We again thank you. But rather, it reflects Accompong's capacity to manage its internal recovery efforts through established civilian channels and international collaborative efforts that have been ongoing since the impact of this storm. I again reiterate our commitment to engage in dialogue on areas where meaningful cooperation between the government of Jamaica and the Accompong Maroons can be maintained. We thank everyone for their continued support, particularly in matters related to the disaster readiness and recovery from the effects of Hurricane Melissa. The Maroons continue to show their resilience and share their support with the broader communities impacted by the storm. We respectfully emphasize that this disaster relief cannot be interpreted as altering or diminishing Accompong's treaty-recognized autonomy. The historical and legal foundations of the 1738 treaty remain intact and continue to guide our interactions with the Jamaica state government. Honorable Prime Minister, we again express our sincere gratitude for your visit and your expression of solidarity during this difficult time. We remain committed to peaceful engagement, transparent dialogue, and long-term well-being of all communities within the cockpit country. May this period of national recovery represent an opportunity for renewed mutual respect and for collaborative efforts that honor both Jamaica's constitutional framework and Accompong's treaty-based autonomy. Thank you.
Viewers, I don't know if it's because Richard Curry is affiliated with the People's National Party that is now shading Dr. Holness's visit to Accompong, taking into consideration that Accompong is a part of Jamaica and is governed by the law of Jamaica.
Boy, them now no crisis up there, man. If you ever like so, them not get no hurricane effect. Richard Curry come in front of the line and you may attack. You know, say you don't want no aid for Andrew only soldier them. You don't want no soldier deploy up a compound town for give help. Not true? Alright, good. So, it look like somebody there behind you and tell you what to do. And I tell you what to say. Alright. Did you read down that yourself or did I read it from a script where somebody write? Alright. Anyway, me said that for say this. You see the Starlink there? And a generator the way you get for Andrew only's government? We want them back. Some other people need them. Some other people need them. Well, we make good use of them. We want them back now.
So, Richard Curry has proved to be a coward. The Prime Minister visits the cockpit country. That's what they call it. Maroon Town, whatever they call it in St. Elizabeth. He brought aids to the community and mentioned that he's instructing the JDF to repair the roofs for the residents of that community. Days after, almost a week, now this so-called chief comes out saying he's rejecting the offer of the Prime Minister. I remember Sunday when I made some posts, several people came at me and saying all kind of manner of crap, if you ask me. But what does this say? Because as far as I'm concerned, it's one Jamaica. I'm sure if Curry or anybody else want to leave from Maroon Town, Accompong, I did say cockpit country, I meant Accompong, want to leave Jamaica, there is not a Maroon passport or a Accompong passport that they will be leaving Jamaica on. It definitely would be a Jamaican passport, unless they have allegiance to some other country. Now, what should the Prime Minister do? Should the Prime Minister still send in the help for the people who need the help? Or should the Prime Minister allow residents of Jamaica to go without the help of having their roof? Or is it that Curry is saying, like Mark Golden and the rest of the PMP, saying, nope, just give us the money, we will do whatever we want to do with it? That's what they want. If that's the case, then I guess Prime Minister may just need to seek people who really need the help and leave the Maroons to fend for themselves.
Viewers, Movado's son Dante Brooks continues to puzzle many people because they can't understand how Dante, the son of a wealthy, famous artist, is so unlucky as to find himself caught up in a situation similar to the one he was recently freed from in prison.
People, what not deal it? If I want to see the green screen, you must know me about that, about. You know me and you, Movado, my artist in real life. Favorite dancehall artist of all time, Movado, Gully God. My genre that in the music. You see me? Yeah. Artist wise. Because you know me a DJ, man, I'm a DJ. But anyway, me I wonder what I go on with Dante, bro. Honestly, I wonder what I go on with Dante. Dante, I used to me see until I'm singing a Constant Springside and see movement them time there. If you're an artist son, normally now move right from taller time. So the first time in Japan prison, I never really surprised. Because you know, I'm still a fool on the ghetto and the ghetto lifestyle. For a youth way, him have him things, father have him things, him not really short and long. I want to know if Mother and Dante connect, if they have the father and son relationship, if them reason. Cause more time I see some things go on, I'm always a wonder. From day one, from Mother the bus and left from Jamaica and go for him go live from long time. I see always wonder why Mother the son and daughter and live with him America at a Dante and Daniela. And Mother a superstar. Is it a case where the kids them don't want to go to America and live with Mother? Or is it a case where Mother don't want him kids them to come live with him in America? I don't know. I ever wonder that as I don't look up to the music game. Second things I pray. I see when Cartel forward from prison and Cartel start fly, all the him and him youth them fly together. Small island, America, everywhere. Now when I say Mother daughter jump out with him on some show. Correct me if I'm wrong. I never really see she go America yet. I never remember if she go up on the England show there. But anyway, what me I say to you, since Dante job from prison, we know Jamaica system how it go. Them offer Mother for some reason, I don't know why. So them go offer him son too. You see me, why you gonna take him out of harm's way? Why you gonna make the youth lift up from out of Jamaica? Is it a case where him no want lift up? Is it a case where your brother say yo lift up and him a be so you no want lift? Cause we know more while youth you move. I still wonder why Dante there at Jamaica up until today day. And we know say you the system are fire. Obviously we see that. Why when Mother come back, show date, announce and everything finalize say Mother go have a show where I just know we say yo, them thing are going. Is it a cat and mouse game them a play, the system a played Mother? Like drop the charges them, one if a no charges them or if a all charges them, cause we say gun charges. Is it me say get 4 charges, illegal possession, assault with an illegal weapon. You see me so yeah. One if a long time thing or for a recent thing. Or why Dante still that Jamaica, why that is still a bad. You have everything at your feet, bro. Like what going with Dante, bro? This really concerning. Is Mother the show still ever keep? Mother still at Jamaica? I be a question what they may not have. Like what really are going Mother son on the system? No man, something wrong man. We really need to know what we're going. Dante, we want to know what we're going to do on the system. You see me?
And if you have watched the video until the end, thank you for watching. Until another upload, this is where I say goodbye. Goodbye.